Welcome back into Delmarva Sports Insider. We have hit that part of the show. We've been gearing up for it since the very beginning, right? We've released our top players, 10 through 3, and now it's time for what, Jeff Harris?
I have to unveil our top 2 players, I guess, right now.
Sounds
on the
right.
Preseason list.
All right, for more, right.
Yeah, 3 and then 2 and then 1. And for those, we're going to toss it back over to Drew standing by.
I guess that's why we're not math majors, right, guys? I mean, we got to do something else. Anyway, there's one school around Delaware that's producing some top prime college talent, and you guys know it. It's none other than the Smyrna Eagles. So without further ado, at number 2, it's Darryl Williams. As a fellow D. Williams to another one, the Smyrna Eagles linebacker. This kid has already had a plethora of Division I offers, including some from Coastal Carolina, Delaware State, and a few other schools. Oh, and by the way, he's a 3-star recruit. So Coach Judy doing some great things up in Smyrna. They're looking to rebound this season after a down year, and a threat at the position like Williams can certainly provide some necessary fire to get the defense and the ball of the hands of the offense very quickly. Leadership has also been a huge thing for Coach Mike Judy when it comes to building his program up in Smyrna, and he certainly has a young man in Williams who can be a huge mentor for the next generation of Eagles, ready to make that jump and get the boys back to the state championship. All right, guys, drum roll, please. We've been working and waiting all night. Who we got sitting at the number 1 spot? Can't wait to see.
All right, Drew, thanks. We're going to tell you in a minute, but we got to talk about Smyrna a little bit.
Yeah. If
they're going to rebound, and obviously they got a big piece to be able to do that. Your number 2 player.
He's an anchor for this defense. Last year we saw Smyrna struggle after winning, 3 straight DIAA state championships. So for them to get back there, the defense going to have to rely a lot on Darryl Williams. He is the number 1 ranked player in Delaware, according to some recruiting services, but our list is shifting a little bit tonight.
Yeah, you know, the thing about Williams when he's playing for Smyrna, he comes up and he trains with a lot of the Bayside players as well from Maryland. You talk to any of them, and he is elite. He is an individual you want to go up against, you want to practice against because it's going to make you better. He's a linebacker. You go up against some of these offensive linemen, even running backs, and you want to compete against him because he's going to elevate his game. He's getting recruited for a reason, picking up some of these offers here, finishing up, going into his final high school season. But still, the offers are going to continue to pile in. Hopefully, Smyrna's record continues to trend up as well.
Yeah.
Well, as you guys know, there can only be one number 1, and with that, it is time to reveal Delmarva Sports Insider's number 1 player in the Henlopen Conference.
And if you haven't guessed it by now, it's pretty obvious.
Times,
it's
yeah?
Dover senior Javon Peace. He wears number 1 on the field and number 1 on our list. Peace, he was the Gatorade State Player of the Year last year, so we can't take him off the list. He's still the best. Over 2,600 all-purpose yards, 34 touchdowns, including this 99-yard fumble recovery against Smyrna that riled up the whole state. A unique combination of speed, strength, and balance that will only bring W's for the Senators.
So we mentioned it, Delaware Gatorade Player of the Year. That is not a shabby award to win
as
your
a junior
season. Yeah, coming back for a senior season. Not a ton of collegiate offers right now. They're just not out there just yet. Obviously, some teams feeling him out still. But we feel as though that this upcoming season, his senior year, really going to show what he can do. Not really shadowed behind the Jordan McGee, some other players on his team. So very excited to see and watch this young man lace him up this season.
He can just break out in the open field too, which just gets everybody going. Once he finds that hole, he is gone, and he's tough to bring down. He's tough to catch. Dover was just 1 play away from making it to the state championship game last year. The Dom Smith touchdown from Sussex Central proved to be the difference maker. But if Dover can put the right pieces together, find a quarterback as Jordan McGee is gone, they have the pieces to make a run this year.
Yeah, and something that almost any team that's playing Dover this year is going to key in on is number 1 on that team because of how elusive he is in that backfield. Hopefully, he's been training this offseason, getting ready. I'm sure he has because he wants to play collegiate football. You speak to him after any game, he wants to get there. Now he's just going to prove it to the entire state come, September 6th, their first game.
And with Gabe Evans on the outside and Takai Perry blocking for him, not a lack of talent there helping him out. Do you think he's pretty solid? I mean, you're the news guy.
I think he's pretty good. I mean, I feel like every Friday night his name comes up, and he's always making a special play.
A couple Delmarva Sports Insider Player of the Year awards as well. So it's time to take our final break of the night, and on the other side of things, we're going to take a look at the week ahead, including some things in the Bayside Conference. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Fred Johnson, head coach at Lake Forest High School, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.